Actually, no.
Alright, tape's rolling. I'll be right back.
Hey, so I put the front panel back on, and the next thing that we had to do, said, we skipped like 2 steps, and it said put the cover back on. So that's what we're working on right now. And there's a lot of other things you can fix too, like the speaker cable here. You can see it attaches to both the left and right speakers. And it's loose, and I'm pretty sure it goes into this one. Here. It's just tricky to get it in. So I'm just going to put that in there. Oh, and to warn you, I'm actually getting really tired because here it's like 8-something o'clock. My bedtime is 10-something, and I've been working on tech stuff all afternoon. So my brain's kind of tired, so I'm probably going to say some dumb stuff. Just hoping I don't break the computer. It's like my main goal. Now, I'm an education major, but a lot of my education methods I learned from my chemistry professor, who's always teaching us to be better presenters, because he says it's no good doing science if you can't communicate what you've done. And he says, when you're working on something, you should never let there be a quiet moment. You should always be regaling your audience with some tale. Is that how you say it, regaling? So he says you should never let there be silence. Catherine would probably disagree. Catherine watches a lot of YouTube videos. I don't. I'm usually too busy doing chemistry research, which is quite fun, except that my research right now isn't working, which is frustrating. I have been consistently making the wrong product, and it took me a couple weeks to get the analysis down enough to prove that. Well, not prove. It's very hard to prove things in science. Well, it's pretty easy to prove things false. It's fairly difficult to prove them true. Alright, so I finally got that in. So remember that one that I made you practice on, where like you have to insert one of the cables into your little cable? Yeah, it just took me a good 5 minutes to get that in there. So I hope you feel vindicated, because I couldn't do it either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's finally nice to look at this.
Also, I discovered that there's a part that I don't know where it is.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sure we have it, because I touched it recently.
Oh, could it be something? Could I have moved it?
No, I think I probably moved it. So that's the thing about you're supposed to keep a neat workspace, and I didn't. And it's my own fault. But there are 2 of these. I only have 1 of them. Shame on me. Ah!
You okay?
Yeah. I picked up the cover, and guess what? It moved.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops. So it's not under here. We should check the carpet. I will check the carpet in a minute.
Hopefully it's not in the dog's stomach.
No, I don't think your dog would eat something this big. Would your dog eat a middle piece this big?
No.
It's like the size of a quarter.
And I don't even think he noticed. I think he's like conked out.
Yeah, except she's sleeping really close to my feet, so I might have like accidentally kicked it once or twice.
He doesn't care.
Alright, I'm gonna have to move you, though, because I want to make sure you're not sitting on one of my pieces. You are! You were on the missing piece. Oh, silly golden retriever. Alright, now you can go back to sleep. That's what he's doing. Easygoing dogs.
I actually have a really cute video of him up here on YouTube, guys.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, no, he was just so cute. He was laying on the floor, and it's like, I'm like, you know what? Seriously, dog, I have to film you because you're so cute right now.
I bet he's not as cute as a kitty curled up on a windowsill.
Aww. That's adorable.
Cat person. Less of a cat person, more of a dog person? She's a lot fairer than I am.
I'm an animal person, period. I like animals.
I don't know which screw goes in this hole.
Which one?
This is like the trial and...
Oh boy.
Trial and error.
Oops. Oh.
So, we're supposed to put the cover on first, but I have a short attention span. So I'm putting the speakers on first. I don't know when exactly we're supposed to. So the speakers are magnetic. So if I put the screw here, it jumps. It's pretty cool.
So now this speaker here is kind of not really in.
Not the silver screws.
Now, where does this speaker actually go?
Goes like that.
Yeah, but see how
Stop moving it.
See how it like keeps wanting to move.
Yeah, I know. It's not screwed in yet.
Wow, it's finally nice to see this computer with its cover back on.
Right? Hope I plugged everything in right.
Well, we'll know.
Okay.
Now,
so this screw is too long.
Oops, that wouldn't be
But
good.
it's the right diameter. So I'm going to unscrew it.
Now, I'm wondering...
Try a different screw.
I'm wondering if when we turn this on, right?
Uh-huh.
Should I be holding it?
No. You'd probably be standing about a foot away.
Do we want it on the towel either?
Yes, because it's better than on the table. Alright. So the
Yeah,
short, fat screws are...
Yeah, but if it decides to go boom... well, I don't think
I
it...
don't actually think it's going to explode. It's not going to explode immediately anyway. And it'll probably smell first.
It's... God, smelling already. That's... I mean, that's one of my concerns, is that it's smelling already. I mean, how do I know?
Yeah, I know. I'm concerned also, but I'm hoping it's just the hard drive.
Wait, did we... Oh, crap, did we even put the new hard drive in yet?
No, the hard drive was the first thing to come out. Remember?
Yes.
It was like the first panel we took off.
Right.
The hard drive is one of the last things we have to replace. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking for places that I can put screws. And hopefully I won't miss any. Is that a place for screw?
So you really think I should be standing a foot away from this thing when I turn it back on?
Well, it certainly won't hurt, will it?
Yeah, but how are you going to be able to? Well, you're going to have to sit at it when you put when you change the BIOS.
Okay.
To the right time.
We turn it on, stand a foot away, wait about 3 minutes. If it doesn't smell funny, it's probably fine. I've never fixed a computer before. I've never taken a computer apart before. At one point, my brother took a computer apart in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Was it one like this?
It was a laptop, but it was newer.
Oh.
I think that's part of why I'm kind of comfortable with this. He's like, oh yeah, you just gotta figure out how to get it off. The hardest part is figuring out what screws you have to take off to get the cover off.
Oh, the E6530 is easy. I'll show you that tomorrow.
Is that the one that I used to have?
No.
What was my Shody?
He was a Inspiron 1525. I think he was like Fallon second up there. Yes, the one.
So I have no idea whether I'm using the right screws or not. I'm just kind of seeing if they fit.
The one with the broken hinge.
I kind of remember that. Were you the one who had a computer with a broken hinge?
Yes, that was me,
That was
unfortunately.
you. Of course it was you.
Yeah, because I dropped them in English class. I remember I was in English and I dropped them. That was really bad.
That's unfortunate.
Now, Esius over there, I fell on him once. That was pretty funny.
Was that the time you scraped your hands?
Yes. Yes, I
Her
fell.
computer tried to protect her valiantly.
Exactly. I landed half on top of it. What happened was I was coming back from English and I tripped on this huge ridiculous root that would there was this big tree root.
It was a pretty ridiculous root. The sidewalks at our campus.
The sidewalk, and I
awful.
Tripped on it and boom, I went down and my hand was.
So I put the cover back on.
And my hand was pretty tore up.
And I put the speakers. Yeah. She was going to travel with me, and I was like, Catherine, your hands are bleeding. It was concerning. Wait, you want me to screw this? No, I'm not screwing the cover on. Speakers. SW board. Oh, that thing. So remember this long thing?
Yes.
Here? Yeah. I'm going to put that back now.
No, whoa, that is really shiny.
Isn't it shiny?
Look at how shiny that is, considering its age. That's like unreal.
So
I mean, like, isn't it amazing though how beautiful computer components actually are to look at? Like, you know, if you actually look at them,
they look really cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, they're actually beautiful because of all the like metals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because so many people say that, oh, computers aren't very aesthetic looking, you know, it's not very nice.
Yeah, there's always people who think that technology is ugly.
It's an eyesore, but no, it's beautiful.
If you want to think that, I mean, you have a right to, you know.
I mean, some people could say the old
but your opinion is wrong.
HP DL360 G4 server that I have, which is probably coming up in some video, which depends on whenever I get it. A lot of people could say that's extremely ugly, but because it's nothing but a big, you know, piece of rack-mounted aluminum, so yeah.
So here's the weird thing, is I don't really know how to...
How to...
I don't really know how to... Turn on the insulator and connect it stuff. So, okay, so the thing is, this thing has a ribbon, right? And I have to stick the ribbon back into the terminal.
Right.
That's hard to do.
It is.
Yeah, because I don't know how to know when it's connected or not.
Be very, very careful.
Thanks.
As long as you're careful, you'll be able to figure out. Now, that is so weird. I've always wondered why there's this metal piece here. Is that even metal?
I think it's called the keyboard support piece.
Oh.
So it's just there to provide a system for the support for the keyboard to sit on.
Ah.
As far as I can tell. And like the holes are so that it's still strong, but I'm guessing the holes are so that it's strong but still lets the air through.
Yeah.
That's my hypothesis.
Now, some of these screwdrivers here, you said I might have to get new ones?
Huh?
You said with some of these screwdrivers I might have to get new ones?
Well, I don't know. Besides the fact that they were doing a number of some of your screws. But...
Well, yeah, but how do you know that wasn't simply because these are 8-year-old screws?
I don't.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm thinking that has more to do with age.
You could be right.
Than anything. I mean, who knows? Costin could give us the same old issue. Well...
Oh, please. I don't know how many screws I'm willing to file.
Well, hopefully none. But... filing screws is like no fun.
Well, it's not so bad if you know that it's going to work. But if you're doing it and you don't know if it's going to work, it's like terrifying.
Because no, remember you were afraid to file on the motherboard because you thought.
Yeah.
But what made you end up doing it anyway?
You.
Me, really?
Yeah. You said you would rather me try and file it than not do anything. So I tried.
Well, if we didn't do anything, what would happen?
Bad things, assumedly.
We wouldn't have been able to complete our objective.
Yeah. That would have been sad. So I filed the screw that was on the motherboard. It was gut-wrenching, but I did it, and I don't think I killed the motherboard. Because I did scratch, but it was outside of the range. So I think we're okay.
Well,
I also am pretty sure I put some of these screws back in the wrong places.
you think?
Yeah.
What makes you think?
Because I have a lot of silver screws. I just think I'm putting them back in a different order than I pulled them out.
Well, as long as they're the same, I don't think it matters too much. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think they'll hold it together just as well.
Yeah, but the pain in the butt's going to be if we ever have to take it apart again.
No, because the screws won't be stripped.
Although, chances are, if that happens, it'd probably be time for the recycle bin at that point. But I'd rather not think about that for this computer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've owned it for 8 years now. It can survive for another 8.
Or 20. No,
What?
just be one of those people.
The question is, what?
I have a 20-year-old computer.
VCam Noah does. Yeah, YouTube user VCam Noah, or AKA Tyler Little, he actually has a 1993 T4500C.
Dude, that's the year I was born.
Nice.
Great, I'll just give my age out to the internet. That's chill.
Computer, so watch that video. It's really interesting. And that computer, to this day, as far as I know, still works for him. The question is, what operating system to put on this computer?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure.
The most recent one that it'll run.
Well...
Ew.
What?
I don't know if that's going to work. I think the screw is too long.
Oh. It'll probably just make a dimple. I don't really care.
Well, I'm going to see if I can put a shorter one in instead. No? The shorter ones are too fat.
Oh boy.
Glad I sorted the screws, because now I can tell if I've tried all the sizes yet. Oh, wait. That's the wrong size. Wait, how did I get this screw? It's not the same as the others. One of these things is not like the others.
How close are we?
We're a couple steps from being done.
Nice.
What is your question?
So
we just put the cover on. So we still have to put the touchpad in and then reattach the keyboard. And after that, we're just putting panels back in place from the back.
Yes.
A lot of screws and panels. Remember those?
Yes.
It was the first thing we did was just take all the screws out of the back. There we go.
But what's going to be interesting is if this thing will turn on again.
I am very interested to know.
And what it will do when it does.
What if it doesn't turn on? I'm going to be really sad, so we're going to have to watch a really happy, family movie before we leave.
But if it doesn't turn on, we'll have to do something.
What? No.
Well, no.
Well, yeah, but it'll be 10 at night, and I won't have a brain anymore.
Well, no, not tonight, obviously, if it doesn't turn on, but some other time.
Yeah, some other time. Ugh. Do you have tweezers?
No. Why?
I'll just use these.
What did you do?
It's a screw, and it's not really screwed in. That's okay, I got it out.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Or maybe if it doesn't turn on, it's, I don't know. Maybe
if it doesn't turn on, we'll just have to take it apart again.
Well, maybe it's down to Gordon time.
No.
What do you mean?
That's silly.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm saying you and Peter or somebody can...
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Or you and Jeff can,
Jeff could do it.
fix it at Gordon.
Jeff could do anything.
Well, see, the only
My friend Jeff fixes computers a lot. Hardware. Because computer science geeks, they're the hardware people and the software people. And, there's some software people who don't do hardware at all. Then there's some people who just take apart computers.
Yeah, I mean...
We don't know anyone like that.
Desktops? Honestly, desktops are my thing. They're not hard at all. I can deal with them.
Yeah?
Well, Elida, she's kind of a pain in the butt, because she has a ton of screws. But that's only because...
Yeah, speaking of tons of screws.
But that's mainly because, she's a custom...
No, wait. I lied. I think I lied.
What?
Nope, I didn't lie.
Bradley, come here.
Nothing important. I just thought I put in the wrong kind of screw. Okay, so I put in the SW board, and I actually screwed on the cover now.
Nice.
And now you put the lid back on. At this point, if you want to have a turn screwing things in, you can just ask me. But if you don't ask me, I'm just going to continue, because I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, you're putting the display back in?
Yes.
But this is where we had the issue.
The issue with what?
That screw.
That's okay. I think I put extra screws in. Hello, Mr. Screw. You should come back out now.
You're so funny.
What?
You're funny.
I'm glad you think so. But you shouldn't laugh at me for talking to things, because you do it too.
I know.
I find this amusing.
What?
That you talk to things.
So, watch me, like, turn the thing on and then go running out into the kitchen.
No, don't do that. We'll just hide behind a bomb shield. We've had a continuing discussion of the safety of installing a new CMOS battery.
Well, like I said, I think I got the right one. I think
you got the right one too.
Because
I'm not afraid.
I was very model specific when I mentioned it on
and considering we have
the list, and
we kind of verified it.
Michael gave me
replaced
that.
It too.
Michael or Mikhail, whatever his name is, gave me that part number.
So there's this guy on the internet who told her what part to buy.
No, he's a guy from the Boston area Windows Server user group, people, if you know.
Oh, hush. Let me make it sound sketch. It's funnier. There was this guy on the internet who told her what part to buy. I don't know what his credentials are. It's probably going to explode.
Would you stop it?
I'm just making it sound sketch.
I know.
It's funnier that way. Alright, you can help me install this thing or not?
Sure.
Is install even the right word? Yeah, it is.
Sure. What do you need?
Install's the right word for hardware.
What do you need me to do?
You want to screw this in?
Yes.
I think that's the right screw.
Oh no. Whoops.
Yeah, that is supposed to do that. What'd you do?
I don't know.
Nothing. You did nothing wrong. Just screw the screw in.
Whoops, yeah, but I don't want it to go in crooked.
It won't. It's not like it's self-tapping. It should just find the groove.
Oh boy.
If it won't go in, I might have given you the wrong kind of screw.
Is it going in?
I can't tell yet.
Oops, which way am I going?
I don't know.
Oh no!
What'd you do?
Crap, I'm going the right way, good.
Yeah, it's in. What was the oh no for?
Oh, I said oh no because I wasn't sure. Oh, there we go.
Hold on. It's not all the way down. Is it done?
Well, I didn't want to put it too far down because I didn't want to make it where you couldn't get it back up either.
I want it to be firm. That was fun. Okay.
Now, I gotta tell you, it was a heck of a lot easier getting that in than it was getting it out.
Right?
Well, I think because they were just put in so tightly from the last person who messed with this computer, which was at least in 2009.
Mm-hmm. So, then we have this thing, which is the cord, which I'm going to plug in. This was the only one that we pulled straight up, was this cable that connected the screen with the laptop battery. Okay, check this out.
Okay.
So it's kind of got this shape, right?
Yep.
And there's actually a channel here that you can put it into. So it kind of just, it lays nicely.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Pretty much every cable that I've put back. Here, you want to put a speaker thing on?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the other speaker thing?
Oh, no.
Here it is.
Oh.
There you go. I haven't figured out what the channel for this one is. Yes, I have.
Now, which way do these go?
Hold on a second.
Oh, wait, whoops, we got the towel on the way.
I gotta put this speaker. The speaker cables have their own channels.
Mm-hmm. Ah! I just put my finger on this.
Hold on. This is a minor thing. But the speaker cable is, I think, supposed to go over this LAN cable. Has been the bane of my existence. I actually had to take the CPU off again twice to fix this cable. This black cable. This is the LAN cable, and it's horrifically picky as to where it goes. And there's several cables that were over it or under it that were supposed to be under it or over it. So yeah, I don't really like this LAN cable. But, so I just unscrewed the speaker because apparently the LAN cable is supposed to go under the speaker. And then, this is probably where you're supposed to put things back in order. And then it's got its nice little wrapping that it goes in that's really annoying. It just gets in the way. And
now,
it's a screwdriver. push out of the way.
When you said we skipped a couple of steps, what did we skip?
Something about an RG board that I guess we left in place. I don't know, because I'm looking at the pieces and I know where they all go, which I think is a good sign for us not missing anything. Because if you think about it, the table was clean when we started and it'll be clean when we end. And so, like, maybe we'll have extra screws or something.
That won't be good.
Yeah, but I bet the computer will still turn on.
Oh, yeah.
So...
If it doesn't die in the process, if we haven't killed it already.
Yeah, I mean, scratching the CPU. What is the CPU? Like, that's a hard drive bit. What's the difference between...
The CPU is a chip.
What's the difference between the CPU and the motherboard?
The motherboard holds the CPU.
Okay.
The motherboard is like where the main power is. That's where everything goes into place, and that's basically what tells the computer how to act.
Table here.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So do you need me to put the speaker cable on?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Speaker
I
cable.
moved the
Speaker cover. That's what I meant to say, not speaker cable.
See, I'm not the only one who says silly things.
I know. Alright, does that go this way? Whoops.
Yeah, I think it just kind of snaps in.
Oh.
Yeah, remember? We peeled that one up with our fingers.
Whoops. Well,
So that's that.
the problem is, I don't know if I can get it back in all the way.
No, it isn't all the way.
Is it?
This is, like, yours is lifted up here, but so is mine. But it's flush, like, here.
Yeah, but is it supposed to be lifted up, though?
Apparently, they match, and it's right here, so it's probably right there.
Was it like that before?
Oh, no, probably. So now we should probably put the keyboard back on. I'm guessing that's the next step. LCD assembly touchpad. Oh, apparently you put the touchpad back on before you put the keyboard back on. That actually makes sense. Yeah, this was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was kind of a pain. I don't even know how the heck I got that thing out. I think I like...
Well, I think we pried it. I think there was a screwdriver involved.
Yeah, that was.
Inserting leverage force. And then there's this ribbon that we're going to have to put back. So that lifts up.
Now, might I say, those ribbons are a pain in the butt.
These ribbons are a pain in the butt. I think besides the systems board itself, the ribbons were the hardest thing to put back. Ooh, I just broke the water strip. I didn't break the ribbon. I just broke the waterproofing.
Oops. Oh, well.
You don't care if we don't have a touchpad, right? Like a keypad?
Well, that would look pretty ridiculous. A computer without a touchpad? My God.
You don't care.
Actually, I do care, because if sighted people were borrowing my computer, they kind of need it.
Gosh, you're considerate.
I am.
She's very considerate.
I will not...
There's multiple reasons we're friends.
Basically, my rule is I'm not going to use it if the sighted people around me cannot use it.
But I don't have a screen reader on my computer.
No, you don't, but I can still remote control you on your computer. If, say you had a question for me, you wanted me to look at something on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't at Gordon, and you didn't have to worry about a freaking firewall blocking your way, you would be... I could email you something to download on your computer, and then I would say, you know, can I log in here? And then I would, you know, type a...
You're supposed to be screw, but there's no screw.
Keyword, and then you would type it back to me, and then once I clicked connect, you would be able to...
There's no screw there. I'm listening.
You know, I would get access to your computer, whether you had a screen reader involved or not.
So, remember that memory module thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we get to put that back now. I don't remember what that is. Yes, I do. It's this piece.
Which one? Let me see.
Totally this piece. So, okay, you had that part. The parts that you bought, or that Ashley gave you?
Yes.
Yeah, and we put it in under the keyboard.
Yes.
So now we're gonna, like, replace that.
I honestly, I don't know where the other RAM module is.
The new one?
No, there are two modules in here. We replaced one. Now, I'm gonna laugh if we replaced it with a 256.
I'm going to too.
I was trying to go for a 1 gig. That's what I was trying to go for.
Yeah, I don't know what
Well, see, that's what she says she gave me, but I'm not even sure she knows what she gave me, to be truthfully honest. But I still think it's so funny there's a price tag on it. That was hilarious.
There's a price tag on it. It says $80. I highly doubt that $80 was actually paid ever for these parts.
Oh, yes, it was.
Okay, maybe not ever.